Hello. If you're watching this video, it's very likely that you are going through a difficult time. Maybe anxiety has been tightening your chest. Maybe sadness has stolen the color from your days. Maybe the fear of the future has been taking away your sleep at night. Deep down, maybe you've been asking yourself, does God still care about me? Is he seeing what I'm going through? If this speaks to you, then this video is for you. The truth is that many people today are smiling on the outside, but inside they are tired, broken, fighting not to fall apart. At night, when everything becomes quiet, the mind starts to speak louder. Thoughts race, guilt, fear, memories, worries. You lie down to rest, but your heart doesn't rest. You try to sleep, but it feels like your soul is at war. And worst of all, many times you don't even feel comfortable talking about this with people. You're afraid of being judged, of hearing things like, that's a lack of faith, you're being dramatic, you're exaggerating. But I want to tell you something with all love. God sees your pain. God understands what you feel, and he does not condemn you for it. It was thinking exactly about people like you, who love God, but are tired on the inside, that the book God's Promises for Moments of Crisis was born with a subtitle, Peace for Anxiety, Strength in Sadness, and Hope for Tomorrow. This is not just another book. It is a spiritual path, a journey of healing in the presence of God, written in simple, pastoral, loving language to reach exactly those places inside you that you can't even explain with words. In this book, I gathered deep reflections, Bible passages, practical applications, and specific prayers for moments of emotional crisis. It is organized into 5 main chapters. Chapter 1, Peace for Anxiety, where you will understand, in the light of the Bible, how to find rest when your mind won't stop and your heart seems to live on high alert. Chapter 2, Strength in Sadness, a hug from God for those whose soul is downcast, reminding you that he is close to the brokenhearted. Chapter 3, Hope for Tomorrow, for those who are afraid of the future, who feel like tomorrow is a threat, and who need to learn to trust the God who is already in their future. Chapter 4, Resting in God in the midst of chaos, for times when everything seems out of control, but God is still on the throne. Chapter 5, The Protection and Care of the Most High, a deep dive into Psalm 91 applied to your emotional, spiritual, and daily life. And there is still a bonus chapter, Powerful Prayers for Nighttime Anxiety, specially written for you to use before going to sleep when anxiety seems to get worse. Maybe you're thinking, okay, but what can this book really change in my life? Honestly, it's not going to magically erase all your problems, but it can do something very important. It can lighten the weight you've been carrying inside. It can teach you how to deal with anxiety and fear in the light of the Word. It can renew your hope in God instead of you focusing only on your circumstances. It can walk with you on difficult nights through guided prayers. It can remind you, page after page, that you're not alone. This is the kind of material you don't just read once and forget. You go back to it. You highlight parts. You pray with it open. It's like having a pastor, a counselor, and a friend walking with you on the journey. I did not write this material out of theory. I wrote it by listening to stories, dealing with people, and also facing my own internal battles. I know what it's like to have difficult nights. I know what it's like to pray, asking God for emotional help. And it was exactly from that place of brokenness and dependence that this book was born. That's why it is not cold, dry, or overly academic. It is human. It is spiritual. It is biblical. And above all, it is made for those who need healing in their soul. Maybe you think that a resource like this, with this kind of content and depth, would be expensive. But my desire is to reach as many people as possible. That's why I decided to make the book God's Promises for Moments of Crisis available for only $8.99. That's less than an ice cream, less than a quick outing, and it can be a turning point in your emotional and spiritual life. It's very simple. You click the button right below this video, make your payment safely, receive the book directly in your email, and you can start reading it today on your phone, tablet, or computer. If you feel that God is speaking to you through this video, if you know you can't keep carrying everything alone, if you long for a new season of peace, rest, and restoration, then don't put this off. Click the button below now and get your copy of the book God's Promises for Moments of Crisis, Peace for Anxiety, Strength in Sadness, and Hope for Tomorrow. I truly believe that God will use this content to speak to you, to embrace you, and to strengthen you. May the Lord bless you, keep you, and bring peace over your heart.